Guys, today we are touring a massive new home community that has its own elementary school, is right around the corner from the lake, just a few short minutes from shopping, and they've got bigger plans for this area than that.
That's right, we're gonna show you 3 different builders building on all size lots from 40 foot to 70 foot. We're gonna show you all of it so you can decide if this is a place you wanna call home. We're gonna kick things off today with our first builder that builds on 50 and 70 foot lots. These things are timeless. You're gonna see inside, tall ceilings, ton of natural light, all of the things you wanna see in a new build. It is too cold out here. Let's go in and take a look. First impression walking into this house, elegant. Yeah, you heard me right. It's elegant but homey. Elegant, I just made that up, so if it catches on, you heard it here first. Anyways, one of the things that is great about this floor plan is great for families, and I'm gonna show you why. First off, right here, you're gonna have your first bedroom, wraps around with a Jack and Jill into a second bedroom. You've got a coat closet right here. This is something I really like about this floor plan. You've got your laundry room here, a little mud bench. This would be your garage behind me. And then you've got an ensuite room, 3/4 bathroom, good size. This is, I think, one of the nice things about this floor plan. So like if you have guests over, they're removed from the kids and they're on their own wing of the house, right? And then over here, I'll show you guys this real quick. It's the coffee machine. It's not what I want to show you. The size of the closet. So these are probably 4 by 5 or so, and all of the secondary bedrooms have good sized closets. So that's one of the things you think about when you have family, storage, all that kind of stuff. Plenty of storage in this house. Now, as we make our way back down, so you've got these tall 10-foot ceilings. That one's trade, this one's coffered. There's just a lot of different elevations, which makes it look really cool. Here's that second bedroom I talked about with the Jack and Jill. And then over on this side, you got a half bath. So if you're entertaining, there's a bathroom right here for them to use. They don't have to use your kids' bathroom or anything like that, which I think is really nice. So again, this is just really well thought out floor plan. If you have kids or don't have kids, we're gonna have guests and that kind of stuff. So, and then we talked about it earlier, tall ceilings. You walk in, it's just this grand 12-foot ceilings. They put wood beams in here, which I love. Obviously that's an upgrade, you don't have to have it. And then over here, we've got these tall windows with a transom above it. This is, I mean, I think this is really just what makes it the wow. You get all that natural light coming in, not on an overcast day like today, but on most days. And over here into the dining room, same thing. Now guys, I know you are looking at a ton of videos. You're probably watching other videos, our videos, all that kind of stuff. And you're trying to figure out, hey, where's the right place to live? What's the right house for me? One of the best things you can do, if you haven't done already, is set up a search with us, because unlike other searches, we're actually gonna set that up for you. So whether you know exactly what you're looking for, where you wanna be, or you're just like, hey, I know a couple of things, help me out here, we're gonna set it up. And what we found is people go from, I don't know where the heck I wanna be, to, oh my gosh, here's the perfect house. So if that's you and you haven't done it yet, go ahead, head over. There should be a QR code on the screen or a link in the description below. But anyways, as you can see, this kitchen, absolutely beautiful, ton of counter space, everything you wanna see in a kitchen like this. They've got the pull-out trash can, they've got the oversized island. I mean, you've got 4 chairs here and just plenty of room. You could probably get 5 in here if you wanted to. So, great space as always. But here's another thing that makes this floor plan great for families is this flex space. So this could be an office if you needed an office. Of course, you could use that 4th bedroom as an office if you wanted to. This could be a game room. Could be a number of things. And the other thing too, I like, if it was gonna be like a playroom for the kids, I like how they have doors that you can shut off, so if they're making too much noise, or you can get glass ones like this, so you can still close them, but see what they're doing in there. Make sure that they're not, you know, hitting each other, all that kind of stuff. But onto the master suite here, as we come through the back corner of the house, again, giant ceilings where you're just like, wow. And these massive beams, obviously an upgrade, but if you're gonna go big, this is the way to do it right here. They've done a great job in this room, of course. And then this opens up into your master bathroom, which separate vanities, his and hers. You've got this tub right here in the middle, my personal feeling on it, love that the tub is there. I would prefer a standalone. I think it's gonna look nicer. And honestly, don't take baths all that often. So I don't know if there's really an advantage to having a built-in versus a standalone, but I think it would look a little nicer. I'm sure that's an option you can get if you want to build. And then here's your walk-in shower. And then you have separate his and hers closets as well. So for the couple that hates having his stuff on your side or her stuff on your side, this is a great fit. You don't have to worry about it on your closets or on your sinks, any of that kind of stuff. You got your own stuff. But anyways, we're gonna show you the back patio real quick and then we'll head out. Whew, all right, so it is a little chilly out here, but we had to show you this because it's a huge patio and I think this is a must-have even in Texas where I know it gets hot, but they've got pools here. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit, but just a massive size patio here. You've got enough room for this huge sectional. Oh, this is a table. This is cool. These actually pull out. And then your pillows, your stuff doesn't blow away. That's awesome. Okay. Anyways, just learned that today. But yeah, great space out here. So if you're somebody that likes just relax outside on a nice day, if this was me, I'd put some screens up. I'd have those motorized screens, couple heaters. Like this would be my hangout spot right here at the end of the day. But we're gonna show you another builder out here that's actually building on smaller lots, but don't let that fool you. They still got some big stuff.
So we've shown you the big houses. Now we're gonna show you something a little bit more tight knit, but just because you got a small lot doesn't mean you get a small house. And they made some very interesting design choices upstairs that I kind of want to get y'all's opinion on. So let's go take a look at this thing. Honestly, wow, first impressions, you get this crazy staircase leading up to the second floor that wraps over the entryway, creates like a portal into the living room. And speaking of upstairs, this is actually a really good floor plan because of the upstairs for families, and we'll show you that in a minute. But right now, we've got the half bath over here next to the entryway, great for those last minute emergencies when you barely make it home. And across the hall over here, we've got the master bedroom and bathroom, and you're gonna wanna check that out. They spent $10,000 in tile in that bathroom alone. It's crazy. But as we walk through this walkway here into the living room, the ceilings just shoot all the way up to the second story with the transom windows, letting in all this natural lighting. You've got a nice size seating area here in the living room. This is perfect for movie night whenever you and the kids are all snuggled up watching your favorite scary movie before bed. You know they're gonna stay up an extra 2 hours anyway, Mom, don't worry about it. But across the way over here in the kitchen, you've got another great thing for kids. Whenever you make breakfast or lunch or a simple meal, the kids make a huge mess while they're eating at the countertop. It's not a worry at all because you can just take that, slide it right into the built-in sink, makes your life a heck of a lot easier. And speaking of easy, with a kitchen this compact, nothing's outside of reach. Everything's within arm's distance, whether you're working at the grill here or you're cooking something in the oven. All the built-in appliances keep it nice and tucked away and looking neat. But you still get plenty of workstation space, so don't worry about that either. But right next door to the kitchen, you've actually got your office over here. So if you work from home, I know with the advent of 2020, this is almost a must, and they still included a commodity quite like this. But if you got kids, you don't need to worry about that, because with how much room they've got upstairs, first of all, it's insane, but the kids are never gonna have an issue with taking all of their noise and mess and everything away from where you're doing your work. And tucked away over here, this is where your garage is gonna be. So you've got a mud bench right here, and it's actually gonna connect through your laundry room, so all of your muddy shoes and stuff can stay there and off of your nice hardwood floors. But tucked away over here in the corner, we've actually got the dining room. This is your formal setup. It's a nice little area. They got enough space here for maybe a 5 or 6 person round table, which is a decent sized family. And you can kind of see, actually, this is interesting. While we're here, you can almost see the construction there in the background. So where this is actually, there's a ton of development coming into this part of Fort Worth. And one thing people don't think about whenever they're buying a house is the appreciation value, because a house is an investment. Whether you want to think of it that way or not, it's not just a place to live. And just because there's growth doesn't mean that it's appreciable growth. Heck, I've got growth in the back of my fridge and I definitely don't appreciate that, but we keep ahead of the stuff that's actually important, so we know what's the good places to be looking whenever you're going to buy a house. So that's why you get a hold of us before you go to make that decision. We're gonna go check out the upstairs here in a minute, and I really wanna show you what they got going on at the back of the upstairs area, but let's see what they got going on in the bedroom first. because as soon as you walk in, nice big windows, plenty of space. This is a deep room too. So this is a king size bed. You can kind of get a frame of reference of how wide the room is, but you still get a little bit of wiggle room on either side, a decent sized nightstand. But through this double doors here is what I really want to show you guys, because they did up the bathroom so amazingly. So you get this crazy tile on the floor, but this right here is what I'm talking about. This is almost like a translucent green. It has a nice little effect to it with that light colored ground. And these are individual tiles. They're like 6 inches wide, and they have to place each one of these. It's not like on a sheet. That's the level of craftsmanship you're dealing with, and that's why they spent so much money on it. Everything from that to the little details, like these lips that they put on all of these countertop ends. They ended the tile with a little strip of ceramic as well. Just little tiny little details that take something, because this isn't a huge bathroom, but it's a very value dense bathroom. Everything's in a really good spot. You're not wasting any space, and it doesn't feel cramped. But you've got your closet over here, water closet over here, his and hers vanities with the framed mirrors, all of it just really nice touches. But the kids got to do their business somewhere as well, and all of that's upstairs. So let's go take a look at that real quick. So as we walk, this crazy bridge setup that they got over the entryway, over here in the corner, the kids, you get a couple of them tucked away over here. So this is going to be a full bathroom. It's got a nice size vanity and shower tub combo. But on this side of the hallway, we've got a bedroom here and a bedroom here. And they did this one up with like Mavs decor, and it looks like they got Luka on one of the posters, man. So you could tell they decorated this before they made like the worst basketball trade in history. But across from that, on the other side of the upstairs, you get this nice big flex space area. This could be a game room. This could be another office if if your kids are really nice and quiet. But we know most of them aren't, so this is going to be a giant mess once they put their toys freaking everywhere. But coming down the hallway here, we got one more bedroom and something really cool. So we got a bedroom on this side of the hallway, and I want to get y'all's opinion on this. On this side, we've got a bar, and it'll make more sense in a second why this bar's here. It's really cool. You get the nice quartz countertop, the hardware, shelving, even a nice little backsplash. Built-in wine cooler right across from a kid's bedroom. I mean, hey, maybe you got your college kid moved back in. This is great for him, but Timmy, you don't want him breaking open a brewski after school on Friday. And as we go through here, you've actually got a theater right next to the bar. And this is why the bar is actually here. It's not for child alcoholism or anything crazy like that. But this is a nice little setup. So it's tucked away at the back of the house. So if you've got guests all the way there in the living room, you close that door off. You're far enough away that whatever's going on in here isn't going to bug whatever's going on downstairs. And this is a really nice setup. Walking out onto the covered patio, one of the first things you're going to notice, at least with this house on this lot, was, well, there's not much of a lot here in the back of the house. So this is a rear entry garage, which is great for security. You don't have to worry about your neighbors knowing if you're coming or going. But it also means that there's not a ton of grass behind your house. And for some people, that's a great thing. They may not like yard work. And honestly, Texas is hot. If your kids are going to be outside, or if you're going to be outside, you're likely not going to be doing it just sitting in your backyard. You want to be at the pool. Lucky for you, this community has 4 of them. There's 2 in phase 1, and with the new amenities center coming in, there's going to be 2 more as well. I almost stuck up a 3rd finger there. I don't know what's going on with my hands. But if the first house was a little too much for you and this house just wasn't quite enough and you're looking for something in that Goldilocks zone, don't worry. We're about to show you guys the perfect mid-range house at the perfect mid-range price right now.
Hey, just kidding. We're actually going to talk about prices first, and I'm going to show you this beautiful home right here that's actually available on the market today that you can get. Let's take a look. So the reason I'm showing you this property is because if you have a family, you're looking to be in this area, this is a phenomenal option because of pricing. Hey, it fits right in, right? First off, we got a couple bedrooms, bathroom, half bath. This is 1 story, about 2,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. You also have a secondary living here. It could be an office, could be a movie room. But the reason I want to show you this, number one, if you are buying new with the first builder that we saw today, they build on 50-foot lots and all the way up to 70-foot lots. This is a 60-foot lot. They're not building on these anymore. So number one, you can't find it. Number two, it's only a couple years old, so it's in great shape. And it's going to be far, far less expensive than if you were buying on one of those big lots new. So this might be a really good option if you want the space, but you don't want to spend as much money. Can't go wrong with this. So the first builder, if you're building on those 70-foot lots, you're probably looking at spending mid mid 600s and up from there. So you're probably gonna go from mid 6s all the way to 800,000 depending on the size of the house and the lot. There's some really nice views that a few of them have. If you're looking on the 50-foot lots, you're probably looking somewhere between probably high 5s to high 6s, more than likely if you're looking on those. And then if you're looking at the smaller lots, the 40-foot lots that we saw earlier, then which could be really great if you have a small family looking for a starter home, or maybe you're an empty nester, maybe a nurse, then those are gonna start actually in the 300s, which is crazy. So you're probably looking at somewhere around the mid 3s going up to, gosh, for the one that we looked at today with all the bells and whistles, you could spend over 600 on it. Anyways, those are all great options. As you can see here, this house is phenomenal. We had tall ceilings, we got giant bathroom, all that kind of stuff. But let's go check out the next builder on our list and see if it might be the right fit for you as well.
Most people, when they move to this neighborhood, go with this builder, and lucky for you guys, this is their most popular floor plan. I think it's really just because of the living room, so you're gonna wanna check it out. But if the first one was too much, the last one was too little, well, this one might just be right. On a cold day like today, walking into a foam insulated entryway like this, it just feels nice and cozy. It's warm. We got a bedroom off to the left here. This is going to be a full bath as well as a laundry room over here. This is where your garage is going to be, but that's a sales office right now. And it is a 2-story, so you're getting almost 3,000 square feet in this 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. And it's no shortage of counter space either, because this kitchen is amazing. We've got, honestly, you've got this. These are really smart because this is where all of your low use stuff like your coffee maker or your KitchenAid mixer that your wife loves so much that just sits on the counter and never gets used, all of that goes over there, and then the stuff you actually use goes over here. Plus it's an eat-on island, which is great. Again, super easy cleanup with the built-in sink, but it all opens up into this area over here, and this is the living room we were talking about. I love the way they set this up because they vault the ceiling in the opposite direction, so it almost creates this subtle hint to your brain that this is a separate space even though it's all connected. It also brings the ceiling up, makes it look really high, which is nice because, you know, this house, it goes upwards. It's not a very expansive house, which makes your yard space more efficient. But you know, it can feel a little cramped at some time. So whenever they do stuff like this, it opens it up, it makes it feel nice and airy, very relaxing, especially in a place like a living room. That's a must. Plus, it doubles as your dining room like they have over here. It created a little separation with the table and everything. If nothing else, this could also be a secondary office or just whatever space you need it to be. But let's go check out the master bedroom, because honestly, ladies, if you like closet space, you're getting your bang for your buck back here. Because first of all, not just the closet, but the bedroom is also huge. This is a king size bed. You're getting a huge room. These are oversized nightstands, and designer note for whoever picked out these nightstands, they must have gone to high school at the same time I did, because I remember drawing these little S's everywhere. But they made it onto a nightstand as well. We got the bathroom over here. We got a double vanity on the right. This is just a regular builder grade frameless mirror, but you do get the glass shower enclosure. Water closet here, linen closet here. It's actually pretty deep. Wow, that's surprising. Using as much space as possible, but the closet here, like, this is the size of a small bedroom. I mean, they're actually kind of doing themselves a disservice having the close up like that. It feels like it eats up some of the space of the room, but this is a ton of space. Like, you could probably fit a little bench in there and everything. You can get creative. Bureau, safe, whatever you put in your closet, you're gonna have tons of room for it here. But let's go check out the upstairs, because they did something really smart if you got kids. So coming upstairs, you know that whoever designed this upstairs area had kids, because they did everything right. First of all, they put carpet down. That's gonna deaden a lot of the noise whenever the kids are running around like they do, so you don't just hear thump, thump, thump the whole time. Plus they put this half wall in here. This is gonna deaden a lot of the noise that would normally make it down the stairs if you had like an open banister or something like that. Plus, they kept all the mess in one area. This little corner over here past this alcove, we've actually got all 3 of the kids' bedrooms chilling back here. Decent sized closet space, plus the bathroom, and they were smart. They put a door between the tub and the toilet and then the sink, so that way one person doesn't get locked out just because the other's using the bathroom. And it's that kind of like forward thinking that I know a lot of you guys appreciate, especially those type A personalities, the ones that just want to get it done. They don't really care about the details, but they do think ahead. And if that's If that's you, this is definitely the builder for you, because these guys, they have a curated color selection. They've just got ready to go houses. You don't need to worry about the nitty gritty of picking everything out. While that's cool, this is way more efficient. And if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, we actually look into the future for these kinds of things, the inventory, what's coming up, so we make your life even easier. But on top of that, you also get a nice little theater. So while you're downstairs watching something that actually matters, they can be up here watching Paw Patrol or whatever for the 18th time. And well, guys, we're about to talk prices, but honestly, I was going to show you the back porch. It's really cold outside. Can we just show you guys a quick B-roll clip instead and then talk prices? Thanks.
So I just realized we hadn't talked about location yet in this video, so hopefully, if you like what you see, hopefully it's in a good spot for you. This is pretty much in Benbrook. It's technically Fort Worth, but Benbrook is on the southwest side of Fort Worth. And so for somebody that might be working at the hospitals here in Fort Worth, that might be working at Lockheed or one of the aerospace companies, the Joint Reserve Base, this could be a great location for you. Anything else to say about location?
No, well, honestly, being as close to Benbrook as it is, you still get a lot of the Benbrook schools, because I know Fort Worth ISD, you know, it's 50-50 on some of the schools, but the ones around here are actually really good. Honestly, with how good they are in comparison, a lot of people have talked about them breaking off, making their own.
I think Niche has them as a B+, but like I've got friends that specifically moved here for the school. So I think, yeah, there's a chance that we might see a shift in that rating over the next few years, especially as they expand out here. There's so much development that's about to happen. Right now, well, they've got planned for another phase coming in. So that's one of the things about buying now, is the next phase is going to have a PID. This one does not. So, and then I think the HOA fees might be higher in the next phase.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any confirmation on that. So right now you're paying about $960 a year, and that gets you access to both amenity centers, all the pools, dog parks. Obviously the HOA takes care of all the maintenance of the grounds and structures. But that PID might be a killer for some people, because right now tax rates are only at about 2.24%. And some of those PIDs can bump up that price quite a bit. So we'll have to see what it is, or if it is. And the
HOA dues out here about $960 a year, which not too bad considering you get a couple pools, big playground, a couple dog parks, and just big open space. I always see people, like, not today when it's 30 degrees out, but on a nice day they're kicking the soccer ball around or stuff like that. But yeah, and then in the new phase is going to be the clubhouse that Jack talked about, 2 more pools. They got pickleball courts planned. Of course, that's in the future, but you would have access to all of that stuff without paying the extra PID, so that's huge. And then as far as prices go on trophy homes,
so they're going to run you in the high 3s on the low end. They've got a few different floor plans that are actually under $400,000, and if you get their biggest house, it's going to go all the way up to about $485,000.
Yeah, which is like 3,700 square feet. It's big.
It's like this big 2-story. Eats up the whole lot.
So anyways, a lot of bang for the buck if you want some space with that builder. And of course, if you're interested in this neighborhood or any other, please do give us a call. We've got a thing on the website where you can reach out to us, a Calendly link, and set up a call. We'd love to hear from you. And if this isn't quite the right fit for you, we're gonna have another playlist here of master plan communities that might be a good fit. So as always, if you're looking to buy or sell, remember to keep calm. Call Tom.